Welcome, Anisa.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm so excited to chat with you and to kind of introduce you and your experience of going through our NLP practitioner course and our Yes I Can method training as well.
Yeah, I've loved every bit of it. So I'm so happy to be here and be able to talk to you about it. So thank you for inviting me.
Oh, I'm so pleased. It proper lights me up, like having these conversations. Because a little bit of a side note, like it's easy for us to forget how much of an impact our work has. So this, yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure.
You are Anisa Lewis. Anisa, explain to everyone who you are and what you do.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Anisa Lewis and I am the face behind Anisa Lewis Positive Parenting Coaching. Yeah, that's what I do. I work with families and I help transform their outlook on whatever's happening, whatever challenges they're going through, whether it's the parents or whether the children, because I can work with both in order that their family is empowered to be the best, the confident, most happy family that they can be.
Yeah, amazing. So, as you've gone through our NLP course, our NLP practitioner training, what kind of skills do you think you've learned that will help you really apply that to your business?
I think, well, I think everything is in short where I'm at. So I'm like, because I've done a coaching diploma, I've done a child coaching diploma, but there was always something missing, always something that I just thought, I just can't get my clients past a certain point, or the same things are coming up. And although exploiting all of the skill set that I've been trained in, and I've got a background in education, so although I've been doing all of this, there just wasn't the thing that would take them over the hurdle or the hill. And actually, I think that's where NLP has come in, and literally all the bits that I've learned part of the Yes I Can method come into my coaching now. It's just there is no corner untouched. So they are applicable to everything that I do. And what I love is that I can practice them on myself. So actually, I think we're all work in progress, aren't we? And we're all trying to strive for excellence. But again, we're not perfect and we need to work on our own stuff. And so again, that's what I've really enjoyed by the process of going through the NLP training and the Yes I Can method, because I'm doing everything on myself and then using it with my clients as well.
Yeah, it's so powerful. I'm always NLPing myself. I joke about it, but it's so true. Like, I'll have a conversation with my sister or my husband. I'm like, oh, I had to NLP myself.
Yep. And even things like likes to dislikes. I had a serious Pepsi Max addiction. I loved the stuff and haven't touched a drop since I've done that thing on the likes to dislikes on myself. So I'm like, score.
Yeah, it is amazing. So likes and dislikes is a technique where if you've got a habit that you want to get rid of, like drinking too much Pepsi or Coke, we've had that one, chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can change the way that you think about it so you don't like it anymore. I know one of our students she was drinking 5 cans of, I think it was Pepsi actually. Yeah, Pepsi, 5 cans of Pepsi a day. Was yours quite as extreme as that?
Not quite, no. I was probably one or two, but it was starting to make me feel just not great. And so I thought I've got to do something about it. But, willpower alone was not enough. So this likes to dislikes, I've had maybe one or two sips of somebody else's since then, and I'm not fussed. Absolutely not fussed.
That's
So
amazing.
so I'm about to banish my addiction to my phone. That's the next one.
Yeah, well, we've got Swish for that.
Yeah, exactly. So I can practice on well, that might get someone else to do that one on me.
Yeah, it's so powerful, isn't it? And these are things that sometimes we take for granted. Like we don't consider how much of an impact something so simple and so small can have in our lives.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah, super. So as you've gone through the training then, kind of what would you say like has been your experience from kind of starting, not really knowing what to expect, and then coming out of the other end?
I think it's a process of being supported wholeheartedly the entire way. Your staff, yourself are approachable, they're always there. The material is easy to access. You can work your way through the manual, and anything extra that you need for that particular module or that particular course is there. So it really does like hold your hand through the process. And I think, in today's, what we're going through today with all of the world pandemic and what our families are facing with lockdowns and all the rest of it, it's just sort of given me a glimmer of hope on the horizon that I can continue my professional development without the need to stop because of what's going on in the world. And so it's great. And I was saying, I love the fact that I can do like the exams online. I don't have to go anywhere fancy to do them. And they're very sort of, they're about letting you achieve success within the realms of what you have to do in order to be qualified. So I've loved the whole process. It's just great.
Yeah, you mentioned as well before I started recording, which was really good, so I'm going to mention it now to remind you. You mentioned about how when you learn the techniques,
Yeah.
I give you a demo of how to deliver it online and also how to deliver it in person.
Yeah.
And usually we would have done it in person, but obviously with online and a lot of coaches wanting to work online, we give you examples of how to work with people in person and online to get really
Yeah.
good results.
And in fact, that's been invaluable, because when you're going through the materials and you're full of enthusiasm and you're like, yes, of course, I'm going to remember it all. This is going to be great. And then you suddenly come to practice it on somebody else or work with it, the client, you think, oh gosh, no, I haven't remembered it quite right. You can just go straight back to these videos, whether it's within the module or where the demo section is all there for you to just see everything all at once. And as you say, it's fabulous because you can either go, can look at the demo to go with in person or the demo to go online, which obviously at the moment most of everything I'm doing is online. So it's been invaluable, a real asset to the course.
Thank you. I love
No, my
seeing those
pleasure.
things. Oh, amazing. So I feel like it's a bit of a silly question, but would you recommend the course to somebody else?
Yes, I would recommend the course to someone else. Absolutely. I think the fact that you're accredited at the end of it, you can come out with real skills that you can use, whether you're a coach or not, it doesn't matter. You hold your hand through the process, and whether you need to take longer on something or not, you know, I whiz through quite fast because that's my learning style. I like to absorb and absorb and absorb and then work at it. I think absolutely do it. Don't hesitate. Just jump on board. Make some sacrifices if you need to financially, or just take some savings or whatever you need to do, but just do it. Don't hold back because you won't regret it.
Yeah, we have people come to us, and we have two different kinds of people. And people are like, "How long is it going to take me? Can I get through it really quickly? Is there a limit on it?" And people like you who want to really get down and knuckle down and get it done. And then we have other people who are like, "Oh, is there a time limit on it? I'm going to get kicked out at the end of 3 months?" So yeah, so we really do aim to make it accessible and possible for every individual to go through at their own pace.
Yeah.
So it makes it really easy for everybody.
And I
Okay,
think what's also
amazing.
useful is that obviously part of NLP is your different learning styles. And I think the course really appeals to the different learning styles. Whether you need to do it, you've got the demos to watch and then you go and do it. You've got the videos to watch. You've also got the written material that you can go through. So it really is catering for everyone's learning styles, which I think is also really, really important, which I know is obviously fundamental to the NLP process in itself.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we teach the stuff, so we've got to abide by it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's surprising though how many don't, how many companies don't. But anyway, that's another story.
Yeah, let's not go there.
So you joined the NLP practitioner course, and then you also then went into the Yes I Can method, which teaches you the timeline therapy, the hypnotherapy, the energy, the law of attraction, the positive psychology. What was your experience of adding that additional content on there?
All positive, absolutely and completely. I think when I started out, I didn't even know it existed. So I just went for the one that I knew, which is NLP. Had been on my things to do. This year, my word was, I don't know if you do a word for the year, but my word was evolve. So NLP has been on my horizon as part of my evolution and my moving forward. And then I got to see all the other amazing courses that were out there. And actually I thought, oh, just got to do it. Just got to do it. And so actually, law of attraction is just phenomenal. The positive psychology one as well, timeline therapy, which yeah, it speaks for itself. It's, you know, all those things that you just think, oh, I need to arm my toolkit, and it does it, and then some. So yeah, it's wonderful. So I would certainly go for the Yes I Can method over just one of the courses, but that's me personally. So
Yeah. Yeah, it really does give you the full toolkit, doesn't it?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much for today and for these lovely words. It's so nice.
No, my absolute pleasure. That, well, they come from the heart and they're all true. So I wouldn't, yeah, it's all
Oh,
positive and a wonderful experience working with the academy. So thank you.
thank you. Is there anything else that you'd like to add before we finish up?
No, just I think if you've been thinking about it, having a niggle about doing something to do with the Yes I Can method or the NLP, then just do it. You won't regret it at all.
Oh, thank you.
No, my pleasure.